everyone. Welcome back to Hannah's English Corner. I'm Hannah, and this is your little moment to relax, smile, and learn some real English you can actually use.
And I'm Ethan. Here, we don't chase perfect grammar. We focus on real life English, the kind you can use in everyday conversations.
I've been looking forward to this episode because it's a topic we all struggle with. Honestly, my mind feels chaotic today, and I've probably complained about forgetting something at least 5 times this morning.
I understand. I think we all feel very qualified to talk about this because our memory feels messy, not because we're careless, but because modern life is simply too noisy.
That's the perfect description. It feels like my brain is a group chat where everyone is talking at the same time. Therefore, nothing sticks.
Memory needs focus, even small moments of focus to form clearly. Today, we will explore 7 simple habits to help your mind breathe and remember better. Perfect. Let's dive in and get started. Hannah, let's start with the root of the problem. Forgetting doesn't mean something is wrong with our brain. It often just means we are multitasking, distracted, or rushing.
It's true. There are days when I read the same sentence 5 times before it finally enters my brain. Why does that happen?
Because memory isn't just remembering, it's a process, a story your brain has to record. If we interrupt the story, even with small distractions, the memory becomes blurry. It's like taking a photo while shaking the camera.
That makes sense. I always thought people with good memories were just gifted, but it sounds like memory is more about habits than talent.
Completely. The good news is that messy doesn't mean hopeless. It just means we can learn different ways to help our minds focus. Let's begin with our first tip, which is all about attention.
Our first and most foundational tip is the pause and mark. This is based on the idea that memory is simply attention recorded. The brain can't save what it never fully saw.
Exactly. When you forget someone's name, it's usually because you didn't listen in the first place. Your brain was already 5 steps ahead.
So, how do we use this technique?
When you need to remember something important, a name, a task, the place you put your keys, pause for just 3 seconds and mentally mark it. Look at the object, repeat the name softly in your mind, or take one slow breath. This signals to your brain, keep this. This matters.
Tip number 2 focuses on the environment. Eliminate distraction. A chaotic environment creates fragmented memory.
That's so true. When my desk is messy or my phone keeps buzzing, my mind jumps around. It feels like the volume of my attention is turned down.
Precisely. Your environment is the background of the memory story. If it's too chaotic, you can't pay attention to the main character. Therefore, we must create a quieter space.
So, simple actions like turning the phone face down, putting a loud app on mute, or clearing one small area of your desk can make a huge difference. Clarity outside creates clarity inside.
Let me share a story that highlights our third tip. Use emotional tags. I met a man named Theo who always joked about his terrible memory. He kept forgetting small details at work.
Those small moments can really affect your confidence. What changed for Theo?
He realized the problem wasn't carelessness. It was that his mind was always sprinting. The shift happened when his grandmother asked him about a childhood drawing he had completely forgotten. She remembered every detail.
That's the power of emotion. Why did she remember it so clearly?
She told him, I remembered because I paid attention with love. This taught Theo that the brain pays extra attention to things that feel meaningful, emotional, or surprising.
That explains so much. We can remember the lyrics of songs from 10 years ago, but forget what we ate yesterday. Therefore, turn new information into a tiny story, a picture, or link it with something you care about. That emotional connection makes the memory stick.
Moving into active training, tip number 4 is retrieval practice. This is one of the strongest memory tools.
What exactly is retrieval? Does it mean rereading something 10 times?
No, rereading feels safe, but recalling builds strength. Retrieval means actively pulling information out of your memory instead of just putting it in.
So, after I read a page of a book, I should close it and try to summarize the main idea out loud or in my head?
Yes, even trying to recall for just 2 seconds builds a stronger connection than rereading for 2 minutes. It forces your brain to work, and that effort strengthens the memory muscle.
Tip number 5 focuses on timing, spaced repetition. This gives our memory rhythm like watering a plant.
Your memory is indeed a plant. You need to review information with increasing time gaps. For example, review something after 10 minutes, again after 1 hour, again after 1 day, and again after 3 days.
I like that. It creates a gentle rhythm. I shouldn't try to force everything in at once, but instead, water the information a little at the right times.
Precisely. This technique tells your brain this information is recurring and important. Move it to long term storage.
Tip number 6 is simple but highly effective. Write things down.
But if I write something down, won't I just forget it because I know I have a backup?
No, writing is more than a backup, it's part of the memory process. When your hand moves, your brain processes and organizes the information better. It creates a physical, mental, and visual record.
I see. So, writing a quick to do list isn't just about planning, it's about helping my brain store the tasks more clearly.
Our final tip addresses the big picture memory maintenance. We must treat our brain like a friend, not a machine.
Memory doesn't live in a separate room, it lives inside everything else: your emotions, your energy, your sleep. If your life feels heavy, your memory will feel heavy too.
So, how do we perform memory maintenance?
Prioritize sleep. When you sleep, your brain is working a night shift, organizing information and strengthening connections. Also, manage stress. Stress narrows focus and makes remembering difficult. Therefore, when you are overwhelmed, give yourself permission to rest.
That's a powerful final lesson. Improving memory isn't about becoming superhuman. It's about helping my mind feel supported, noticed, and cared for.
Before we conclude, let's quickly review the 7 habits that build your memory muscle.
The pause and mark. Focus attention for 3 seconds to signal importance.
Eliminate distraction. Create a quiet environment for better recording.
Use emotional tags. Link new facts to stories or feelings.
Retrieval practice. Actively recall information, stronger than rereading.
Spaced repetition. Review information in increasing time gaps.
Write things down. Use physical writing to organize and store memory.
Memory maintenance. Prioritize sleep and stress management.
We've learned that the secret to a better memory is not a trick, but a commitment to mindful attention. Choose your first tiny habit today.
Think about your current frustration, forgetting names, keys, or grammar rules. Now choose one simple tip to apply. Will you try the pause and mark? Or will you focus on retrieval practice?
We want you to use English to describe this process. Speak to yourself about your memory goals. Say, my memory is improving because I am paying better attention.
Be kind to yourself always. If you miss a day of practice, use self compassion. Remember, your progress is measured by consistency, not intensity. Every time you practice, even a tiny bit, your memory becomes stronger than you think.
We are proud of you for showing up. You are giving your brain the gift of support.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. It's truly a pleasure to explore ways we can make genuine progress in our lives.
We're proud of you for showing up, learning, and growing, and for choosing to adopt these gentle habits for your mind.
See you next time on Hannah's English Corner.
Take care, stay kind, and remember to treat your brain like a friend. One small step is all you need.
And remember, keep your English alive every single day.